All right, let's get real for a second. Do you ever feel like you're just spinning your wheels, working harder than ever, but your bank account, well, it just doesn't seem to reflect that effort? You are definitely not alone. So today we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the blueprint the top 1% actually use. We're going to figure out why just work hard isn't cutting it and, what actually does.
So here's what we've got lined up. First, we'll dive right into something called the hard work paradox, basically figuring out what's going wrong. Then, we're going to switch gears and learn to think like the top 1%. After that, it's all practical stuff. We're talking about your PPF goal blueprint, a VCE communication code to get people on board, and finally, how to take all this and make it happen. Okay, first up, the hard work paradox. You know this feeling. It's that gut-wrenching sense that you're pouring everything you have into your work, but when you look at your finances, the needle's just not moving. This is the core issue, right? And if we don't solve this first, nothing else is going to change. Yeah, this question, it really hits home, doesn't it? Why do so many of us work hard but have no wealth to show for it? You're doing everything you're supposed to do. The long hours, the mental energy, all of it. And for what? It's this endless, frustrating loop. And I can tell you right now, the answer isn't just grind harder.
And here it is. This is the big aha moment. The problem isn't your effort. The problem is you're solving the wrong problems. See, wealth doesn't just come from being busy. It comes from applying all that incredible hard work to the things that actually build wealth. If what you do day in and day out isn't connected to that goal, then all that effort, it's just getting lost in the shuffle.
Okay, so the big question is, how do we even find these right problems to solve? Well, it all starts upstairs, in your head. It starts with how you think. So in this next part, we're going to get into the mindset of the top 1%. Because let's face it, your actions are always a product of your thoughts. This is where the real change begins. This right here is a massive trade-off, and you have to choose. Are you trying to be liked, or are you trying to be respected? The people at the top, they choose respect every time. And respect doesn't come from being popular, it comes from getting undeniable results. Look, this isn't about being a jerk. It's about giving yourself the freedom to make the hard calls, the ones that might not make everyone happy, but are absolutely necessary for real success.
And this principle, it's so simple, but so powerful. It's called be, do, have. Most of us get this backward. We think, if I have more money, then I'll do the things I want and I'll be happy. Wrong. The sequence is, first you have to become the person who is capable of that success. Embody those traits. Then you start doing the things that person would naturally do. And only after that do you get to have the results. Your identity has to lead the way.
So, how do you actually become that person? How do you earn that respect we were talking about? The answer is simple. You get stats. Now, a stat isn't just a number. It's cold, hard, objective proof of your value. It's a result that nobody can argue with. Think about it. How many dollars in new revenue did you bring in? How many new customers did you sign? It's undeniable proof that builds your own confidence and, just as importantly, your reputation with others. All right, so we've got the mindset down. Now it's time to get our hands dirty with the PPF Goal Blueprint. This is a super practical framework, and it's designed to kill those vague, useless New Year's resolutions like get in shape or make more money. We're going to replace all that fuzziness with absolute clarity.
And this is the tool, the PPF Matrix. It stands for personal, professional, and financial. Super simple, but just take a second and actually think about this. What does success truly look like for you in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years? In each of these buckets, filling this out forces you to stop just hoping for things and start defining exactly what your targets are for every single area of your life.
Okay, having a great plan is, well, it's great, but you know what? You're probably not going to achieve those big goals all by yourself. You need to get other people on board, and that's where the VCE communication code comes in. This isn't just about talking. It's about getting people to listen, to understand, and most importantly, to act on your vision. The framework itself is incredibly simple, but so effective. It's vision, commitment, execution. VCE. You always start with the vision. You paint the picture, explain the why. Why should anyone care? Once they're inspired by that vision, you ask for their commitment. You get them to buy in. And only after you have that, you get into the nitty-gritty of the execution, the how. If you start with the how, people get lost. Vision always comes first. And please, don't think this is just some fancy corporate tool for board meetings. The VCE code is for everything. Seriously. Asking your boss for a promotion, leading a project team, heck, even trying to convince your friends where to go for dinner. You start with the vision, imagine this amazing pizza place, get their commitment, then figure out the execution. Okay, I'll book the table. It just works.
And that brings us to our final section, which is arguably the most important one of all. It's about turning this entire blueprint into your actual reality. We've got the mindset, we've got the frameworks, now we have to bridge that gap between having a plan and actually taking action.
So what is the single most important tool for execution? The secret weapon that turns plans into reality. It's not some expensive software or a complicated productivity system. It's probably open on your screen right now. It's your calendar. Seriously, if you master your calendar, you master your life. It's the key to making sure what you do today actually gets you where you want to go tomorrow.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Your calendar is a reflection and a representation of what you find to be important. You can tell me your goals, you can show me your to-do list, but if I want to know the truth about your priorities, I'm just going to look at your calendar. It doesn't lie. It shows exactly what you value with zero filter.
Let's make this super practical. Pull up your calendar right now. If your goal is to grow your revenue, show me where the time blocks are for revenue-generating activities. Where's the time for sales, for marketing, for building the thing that makes you money? It has to be scheduled. Wealth isn't an accident. It doesn't happen by luck. It happens because you designed it to happen week by week, right there in your calendar.
So let's wrap this all up with a single powerful action you can take today. Forget all the complexity for just a minute. I want you to ask yourself this. What is the one stat, the one undeniable objective result that you will start tracking starting right now to prove your value? Figure that out. Track it relentlessly. That's your first step on a whole new path.